What is going on, everybody? I am Rob Westerman III of GBP Daily, and thank you for tuning in to the Rob Westerman Show. You can find me all over social media at GBP Daily, and if you are not already, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I would greatly appreciate that. It is Monday, as my man in the chat, Wake, is saying, Victory Monday. Happy Victory Monday to all of those who celebrate, and of course, once again, that is us Packers fans. Packers have won 6 of their last 7 games. They are starting to get hot here. Offense starting to get into a little bit of the rhythm. Thanks to Josh Jacobs carrying the rock. Jordan Love avoiding some turnovers. Matt LaFleur scheming up some nice run and pass plays. You always want to be heating up and playing your best ball with the playoffs right around the corner. And right now we are sitting a little above 90% as far as our chances go for the postseason. You love to see that. The 49ers win was great, 38-10. We beat up on an already injured team, and we did what we had to do. Now we turn the page to the Miami Dolphins. They are coming to town Thanksgiving night. I am going to be so pumped to be up at Lambeau. No better place to celebrate Thanksgiving than at Lambeau Field. Will we see a Packers win? We shall see. It's going to be a tough one. Dolphins are fighting for their playoff lives at this point, sitting at 5-6. And with the way that the AFC is shaping out, they probably can't afford to lose more than 2 more games for the remainder of the season. So they're going to be giving us their absolute best shot. They've got playmakers all over the field. Tyreek Hill, who hasn't had that great of a year. Tua was out for a while. Their offense kind of hasn't found their groove up until a couple weeks ago. But as we all know, we know what he's capable of. He can go off, easily get a couple hundred yards and a few scores. Taking over a game is something he's done many times. Jalen Waddle had himself a great game last week against the Patriots. And Tua Tua playing the best ball of the season for him. Last week, he threw for 317 and 4 tuds. The week before that, he threw for 288 yards and 3 touchdowns. So he is on fire right now, and we've got to do all we can to slow them down. Without further ado, let's get into some questions here. Get to talking some Packers football, the sole reason I am here chalking it up with you guys. If you want to be a part of the show, give me a call on the Nicolet Law hotline. Number is on the screen, 319-242-2332. Give me a call. I'm taking your calls now. You got a Packers question. You want to talk some ball. Give me a call. Number is on the screen. What do we got going on in the chat? Everyone is fired up. Aaron, Love needs to clean up the picks. I know they were dropped, but still, hey, Aaron, he didn't throw a pick on Sunday, but I know what you mean. He had a ball thrown pretty much right into the hands of the defensive back towards Christian Watson. And yeah, got to clean those up for sure. But thankfully, he didn't end up throwing one on Sunday yesterday. And I think that's going to be something of things to come here as the end of the season goes. Hopefully, we won't be seeing too many picks, if any at all. Aaron, thank you for hopping on. My man, Riaz. I'll be there too, Riaz. I'm pumped. Thanksgiving, Lambeau Field, night game. It's going to be a little chilly. I'll actually be sitting inside. I got a 3-year-old, so we're sitting up in the club seats, but still is going to be a little chilly out there for the squad. And, yeah, I'm pumped. So maybe I'll run into you. Who knows? We need to do a better job on defense. Yeah, that was tough 2 weeks ago against the Bears. Sunday, though, there were some times where they were driving right down the field, playing pretty soft, but I'll take it. 10 points. You won't find me complaining about that too much. That is for sure. Riaz, thanks for hopping in on the chat, my man. Hope you have yourself a great Monday. Hawk Tua is 0-7 in games under 40 degrees. It's going to be a 20 turkey evening Go Pack Go. My man Eric tossing out some fun ones. Yeah, we'll see. Tua was seen talking about the weather the other day, saying bring it on. And yeah, I guess we'll wait and see if he can perform in the cold weather. I don't think they're going to have a problem. It's going to be up to our defense, I think, overall, how successful they're going to be. Eric, hopefully that number goes to 0-8, right? Thanks for hopping in over on YouTube. Appreciate you, my man. Have yourself a great Monday. Victory Monday. Tyler, people are sleeping on the Dolphins. I think this one will be one of our tougher games this year. I'm with you, Tyler, but I will say I, for one, am not sleeping on Miami. My brother-in-law is a massive Dolphins fan, so he'll be up there at the game with me on Thursday. And because of him, I'm always kind of hearing what's going on with them, always kind of up to date on how their squad's looking. And, yeah, they're hot right now. Add on that they are playing for their playoff lives this week, and it's going to be a battle. So I still think we are the better team. But in the NFL, as we always know, the better team doesn't always win. We've got to show up, and we got to be the better team on Thursday and be ready in the cold at home Thursday night because I know Miami will be. Mike McDaniel's going to have their squad ready, and hopefully Matt LaFleur can get our squad ready to rock as well. Tyler, thank you for hopping in the chat. I appreciate you. Wake, should we be concerned about Reed's targets? I wish he could get the ball a little more for sure. I know he's got, I think, the highest or the second highest passer rating when targeted in the NFL with a minimum of 40 targets or whatever it is. But I don't know. There's so many guys across the board on offense, and some guys are going to have down weeks. Jaden's kind of had some down weeks as far as targets go. I think he only had 2 catches last week against the Bears, but he had that touchdown on the first drive. We'll see this upcoming week. Maybe we'll get some more jet sweeps from him. Not that I'm the biggest fan of jet sweeps sometimes, but I'm not concerned. But it's up to you, how you feel about all of that for sure. Durant, Pack is back. Got it back in blood. Can't wait for John Money to come back. Me neither. What does Joe Barry do for the Dolphins? I think he's like a linebackers coach. Joe Barry will be back in the house. It's going to be interesting, right? What else we got? 2 weeks gone, and I see myself talking about Jair Alexander not being healthy again. I know, loading. Telling you, man, with Jair consistently being inactive, it's turning into a serious problem, already lacking on the other side on quarterback. And having him do this makes me push for a trade or something next season. Riaz, I'm not sure if Jair will be. I don't think he'll be gone next year. He's too good. He's getting paid too much money. The injury, though, is a problem. And obviously he can't control that. He, more than anybody, wants to be out there. We all know that, obviously. It's tough to see. Since 2021, he's played less than 50% of the defensive snaps. So I absolutely love the man, but damn, man, I know. That's literally where my head's at. Like Jair right now is my favorite player on the Packers, like offense, defense. But dang, like, man, it's kind of like Christian Watson those first couple seasons. An absolute stud when he's playing. And the key word there is obviously when, which he wasn't doing a lot of. When he was in there, Christian was balling out. And thankfully this year he's been healthy. He figured it out. Hoping that's the situation and result for Jair. Because, yeah, it's less than 50% playing time over the last, 3 years? That is insane. So we'll see what they do. If I had to bet, I would say he's back, of course. But you never know. You never know, mainly because the depth behind him is pretty much nothing. I mean, Carrington Valentine, Eric Stokes is not playing very well this year, unfortunately. Former first rounder, you'd think he'd kind of start to improve, but he has not been good. And, yeah, we'll see what they do with Jair. It's frustrating. That is for sure. Loading, thanks for hopping in. Appreciate you, my man. Have yourself a great Monday, would you? Hopefully I'll catch you back on here tomorrow. Hopefully in a few weeks when Jair is back. What else we got? Macy, fitting question. What's going on with Jair? Well, Macy, Jair has a tear in his PCL, which is in your knee, so he'll be out for the foreseeable future. He's already been out for the past few weeks. Tried to give it a go with the Bears game. After 10 snaps, he was pulled. So I would hope to see him back come playoff time or towards the end of the season. But it's all up in the air right now and depends solely on how fast it heals. Nobody really knows, hopefully sooner rather than later. I'd say at least another 3-4 weeks probably. Best case scenario. Realistically, probably come playoff time, maybe the last week of the season, depending on where we stand as far as the playoff shot goes. But we shall see. Hopefully that he returns sooner rather than later. Corey over on X. Can Love stop throwing the ball to the defense? Well, he did last week. He did yesterday. No picks. 0 picks. But he did toss the ball straight to a defender covering Christian Watson. That was a tough decision. Thankfully, they did not come down with it. But hopefully that starts to get a little better as the season comes to a close here over the last few weeks. Because, he put the ball in harm's way yesterday a couple times. So as long as we win, if he throws 5 picks and we win, I'll take it every time. But it is definitely something that he needs to work on. And I think he obviously has been. But, we saw it yesterday. That's because they dropped it twice. Yep, Corey. He put the ball in harm's way a couple times. Thankfully, they didn't come down with it. And the funny thing is the week before, I think he only did it once. And there was a pick. There's a pick when he threw it once into the defender, and he did it twice yesterday with no picks, which is just weird. But, Corey, I'm with you, my man. We got to clean it up. Got to clean up those drops too, man. Man, tough to see yesterday with Christian. Romeo had a couple. I know Romeo had a couple third down conversions as well. But, man, clean up the drops. And for Love, hopefully he's starting to heat up. I think he'll be making better decisions moving forward. And if I'm wrong, then whatever, right? Nothing I can do about it. But I'm going to try and be optimistic here and say, he starts to clean it up. Last year, I think he finished, 18 touchdowns, 1 pick to finish the season. But, got to clean it up. Thank you, Corey, for hopping in. Hope you have yourself a great Monday. Appreciate you stopping by. What else we got? Man, we are firing up here. Sorry, hold up. Loading, course boss. Love talking to a man that knows ball. Hey, I try. I'm not a huge ball knower, right? I just know my squad to a certain extent. I'm just a fan, just like you guys are. I just love chalking it up. Appreciate you hopping in the chat. What else we got? Liam, Josh Jacobs, man, an absolute monster. I not a huge film guy, but I went back and watched a lot of Josh Jacobs from yesterday's game, and let me tell you, this guy is legit, as we already know, as we already have been seeing. I didn't get as hyped as I should have this offseason about his signing, because he single-handedly carried us yesterday throughout that game. He's a workhorse at 26 carries, and Coach said he isn't worried about any of that with a short week this week. So I expect to see a lot of Josh Jacobs again Thursday night, considering the weather and just the way he's been balling out lately. A lot of Josh Jacobs jerseys will be under the Christmas tree this year for Packer fans, I'm thinking. All right, let's get to the fact of the day, shall we? Fact of the day about a guy who's been a little quiet this year, but he's starting to heat up. I know you guys are going to like this one.
It's time for your Green Bay Packers fact of the day. Brought to you by TickPick. TickPick guarantees to have the lowest prices on Packers tickets. If you find cheaper tickets elsewhere, TickPick will give you 110% of your money back. If you want $20 off your next ticket order, use code Packers20 at checkout. That's Packers20. This promo code can only be used in the app, so make sure to download the TickPick app today.
All right, your fact of the day, Rashawn Gary. My man, Rashawn Gary. Rashawn Gary's sack yesterday moved him into a tie with former Packers linebacker Tony Bennett. Tony Bennett, a good old throwback here, for the number 8 spot in team history with 36 sacks. Rashawn Gary's starting to catch a little bit of fire here lately, and hopefully he can continue that the rest of the year. A little quiet so far this year, but last couple weeks he's been getting after it. So hopefully that will continue. Big shout out to Rashawn Gary, and a big shout out to TickPick for partnering up with myself. Tickets I got for Thursday's game, got them from TickPick. They guarantee the cheapest Packers tickets on the market. Otherwise, you get 110% of your money back. They're putting their money where their mouth is, literally. So download the TickPick app, use the code Packers20 for $20 off the already cheapest tickets on the market. What else we got? What's the status on Dobbs? U of A dad times 2. Well, he went out yesterday with a concussion, and I haven't seen anything today. Excuse me. Haven't seen anything today. I would guess he probably won't be giving it a go on Thursday, but depends on the severity of the concussion, of course. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Right now, yeah, he went out with a concussion. My man ZT in the chat. Go Pack, go. Sup? Do you work for the Packers? I do not work for the Packers. I do not. My man Ivan in the chat. Joe Barry will run a scared 2-high safety and never blitz. I hope so. I wish Joe Barry was calling the plays over there. Because, yeah, we'd probably put up 40, just like pretty much everybody did against us. Right, Ivan? Tom, has anyone else seen the meme with AJ Hawk next to Tua? I have. Yes, I have. Tom, Goody has missed badly on Stokes, Morgan, Walker, and Van Ness. First roundees should be immediate contributors to the roster. Stokes, that's a tough one. Morgan, it's too early to tell. He's injured. And, yeah, he was an immediate contributor, but he got injured. He's had the shoulder injury. Quay Walker, tough one. Lucas Van Ness, I'm not quite out on Lucas quite yet. Little early, but so far this year, outside of the game yesterday, he has been underperforming. And yesterday, he finally got the strip sack. On that play, looked like he was kind of letting out a lot of frustration, tossing Christian McCaffrey to the side. Hopefully, Lucas Van Ness can turn that around. And same with Jordan Morgan. Hopefully, Jordan Morgan can get healthy. And there's 2 of the 4 problems of that you brought up fixed right there. So, Tom, appreciate you hopping in, my man. Have yourself a great Monday. Tucker Kraft, he's a beast. Get him the ball more, too. Absolutely agree. Tucker Kraft, man, absolute stud. He was a wrecking ball on that screen pass yesterday for the touchdown. Absolutely love to see it. Ike, I'll be up on Thursday, too. Get loud. Ike, you already know I am absolutely that fan that stands pretty much the entire game. If you want to sit, stay home, okay? But at the same time, I'm totally respectful to opposing fans, fellow fans around me. I like to make it a great time for everybody, you know. But yes, I'll be loud. I'm pumped. Thanksgiving night, Lambeau Field. The Packers are rolling right now. No better way to spend Thanksgiving than at Lambeau Field. That is for sure. All right, guys. That is going to do it for me today as far as the show goes. But as you know, the content never stops. I'm always posting anything Packers related all day long. So be sure to follow me at GBP Daily on every social platform. If you are not already, it would mean a ton if you could subscribe to the YouTube channel at GBP Daily as well. I will be back and at it again tomorrow. So I look forward to seeing you then. And until then, I will catch you guys later. Thank you.